starting out with our cold waivers, running back Dontrell Hillyard had 16 fantasy points in week 11, but it's Tennessee. It's a three-headed monster, it looks like, for the backfield there. Don't know really who to trust. I mean, Deontay Foreman, what did he end up with?
It was like 5 points or something.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. Like Deontay Foreman was supposed to be the one this week, and then this happened. So,
although Peterson didn't do much either, so I think it could have just been the game layout.
Game script, yeah.
I don't know.
True. So, would you recommend Dontrell Hillyard for a pickup, or?
I mean, I probably wouldn't, just because it does seem messy.
Right.
You don't know who's gonna get the ball what week. So
being here in the cold segment, I'd say $0 bid. Anybody you're going to put money on is most likely going to be in the hot segment here. But so that's Dontrell Hillyard.
Wide receiver Nick Westbrook, 7 for 8 for 170 yards and 17 fantasy points. If you're desperate for a wide receiver, he may be a good pickup, especially if AJ Brown is out for next week.
Tight end Adam Troutman went 5 for 8 for 59 yards and 1 touchdown. He had like 16 plus fantasy points as well, but I think he ended up leaving with something minor, like an injury. So that's worth noting, but I'm throwing it in here in the cold segment to let you know that he is there and that he's probably going to make an impact here and there. We've been hearing rumors, but now it seems that he's starting to get factored in more. I'm buying it. I just don't need a tight end, so I'm not going heavy for him. But if you want to take a chance, throw like $2 down to get him. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself saying he's cold, but throw money down. You can on the cold players, just don't throw too much.
And we have wide receiver Cedric Wilson as a 1-week rental.
Especially if CeeDee Lamb doesn't play, which doesn't look likely. Because now you're looking, Cedric Wilson has a good chemistry with Dak already. He's getting those quick dishes. I mean, Michael Gallup is going to get some work too, obviously.
Yeah, obviously if Michael Gallup is not rostered, pick him up over Cedric Wilson.
Yeah.
But I think Gallup is probably rostered in a lot of leagues. So Wilson is probably a good pickup.
The only thing I was worried about in that situation, which I didn't really look too much into it either, because I don't know if there is anything out there, but like which one's going to factor in more to replace so-and-so? You know what I mean? Like, you know how like Michael Gallup kind of already has his role? Like maybe Cedric Wilson is going to come in to play for CeeDee Lamb or play for Amari Cooper, run those same routes. Like Michael Gallup might already be doing something that Michael Gallup was already doing. Like that's why I was thinking that. I mean, maybe they're going to make Michael Gallup switch up, put him on the other side of the field or something. You never know. But that's one thing worth noting. And if you are interested in either one of these guys, look into that. Who's hot? Now, this one, we threw in another segment. I don't want you to think that we're repetitive with these players, but this one is worth repeating because we have said it on the past episode. I think it was the last episode, was wide receiver Elijah Moore on the Jets. He's a must-have at this point. I mean, his point totals for the past few weeks, I believe, were like 29, 23. Like, I think his lowest was like 10. So it's like he's a good, serviceable wide receiver moving forward. This coming up week, he is facing the
Eagles.
Or no, Texans this week,
Oh.
Then the Eagles. So the Eagles are a tough matchup, but every matchup after that is easy. I'm going heavy for Elijah Moore this week. I need him. We're actually orchestrating a trade as we speak. It's going to be Rashad Bateman for Tony Pollard, just so I can have my Zeke handcuff in case anything happens. Had a little scare in the game. Don't want to deal with that again. So Rashad Bateman, as much as it pains me to get rid of him, I'm sending him to her for Tony Pollard. That being said, I need somebody to fill in my backup wide receiver role. Elijah Moore is a perfect fit. I'm not even going to say throw down what and you should pick him up because you should already have him. But if he is there, absolutely, I'm going to go like at least 30% at him.
Running back Ty Johnson if Carter misses time. Otherwise, he's a cold pickup. So obviously now we know that Carter will be missing 2 to 3 weeks. So I have Ty Johnson, and I will probably be playing him this week in hopes that Coleman stays the F off.
Right, yeah. I mean, for PPR, like we were talking about earlier, I think Ty Johnson is the PPR back there. Tevin Coleman's just going to run. You know, he's not going to catch too many passes, I don't think. But Ty Johnson, yeah, I think that's a good play. Quarterback Cam Newton is playing, as we said last episode. He showed up, 30 fantasy points, 21 for 27 for 189 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. I think here on out you could play him as a quarterback. And, I mean, Ty Johnson, I'd be throwing down maybe $5 to $10 to get him. Cam Newton, relatively the same. Wouldn't dump the bank on these guys. I mean, Ty Johnson's temporary until, Michael Carter comes back.
And I'll just throw, I know we mentioned Agnew's injury, but I do think Laviska Shenault is a pretty good pickup.
Oh, okay.
Because he would be the 2 now, Marvin Jones, and then
True.
Laviska would be the 2. So hopefully that will kind of...
How much would you put down on him?
I don't know.
Couple bucks?
Yeah, I mean, maybe 15%.